Find what you truly love, a story about patience and quiet growth in a world that moves fast. Most people are busy chasing something, money, status, approval, but very few pause long enough to ask a quieter question. What do I truly love? Not what impresses others. Not what looks good online. Not what everyone says is successful. But what makes you feel alive when no one is watching. There was once a young man who tried everything. He studied business because it was practical. He learned coding because it paid well. He even tried content creation because it looked exciting. Every time he started something new, he felt a spark. But after a few weeks, the spark faded. He thought the problem was discipline. So he pushed harder. He forced himself to continue. But deep inside, something felt heavy, not difficult. Just wrong. One evening, exhausted from trying to become someone else, he did something different. He stopped chasing. He sat alone in silence and asked himself, if money didn't matter, if no one judged me, what would I choose to do every day? The answer didn't come immediately. It took days. Then weeks. Because when you have spent years listening to the world, it takes time to hear your own voice again. And slowly, he remembered. As a child, he loved building small things with his hands. Not for praise, not for profit. Just for the quiet joy of creating. He had forgotten that feeling, not because it disappeared, but because it was buried under expectations. Here's something most people never realize. You don't need to chase 10 different paths. You need to understand one. Finding what you truly love is not loud. It is not dramatic. It is subtle. It feels calm. It feels natural. It feels like something you would do even if no one clapped for you. But here's the second truth. Even when you find what you love, it will still be hard. Passion does not remove difficulty. It simply gives meaning to it. And meaning makes patience possible. The young man decided to start again. This time, not chasing money. Not chasing trends. Just building small things every day. He didn't quit his job. He didn't announce a big plan. He simply gave himself one promise. Every day I will improve by just 1%. Some days it was only 20 minutes. Some days it was an hour. There were days he felt tired. Days he felt invisible. Days when nothing seemed to grow. But because he loved the process, he stayed. Quietly. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 month and underestimate what they can do in 3 years. Consistency is rarely exciting. It is repetitive. It is slow. It is quiet, but it works, not because it is dramatic, but because it compounds. Imagine planting a seed. You water it daily. Nothing changes. A week passes. Still nothing. A month passes. The soil looks the same. If you are impatient, you will think it failed, but beneath the surface, roots are forming. Growth often begins in places you cannot see. The young man kept going. 6 months passed. His skills improved. 1 year passed. Opportunities appeared, not because of luck, not because of noise, but because of quiet, steady effort. And one day someone asked him, how did you become so good? He smiled. They only saw the result. They did not see the mornings he worked alone, the evenings he chose practice over distraction, the countless small improvements no one applauded. If you are lost right now, that is okay. Confusion is not failure. It is part of discovery. Take time to explore. Try different things. But when you feel that calm sense of, this feels right, hold on to it. Then commit, not loudly, not perfectly, but daily. You do not need massive action. You need consistent action. You do not need instant clarity. You need patient curiosity. And you do not need to move fast. You need to move steadily. So tonight, ask yourself, what would I practice quietly even if it took years to succeed? What work feels meaningful even when it is hard? What skill would I improve even if no one noticed? Your answer may be soft. It may not sound impressive. But if it feels peaceful and persistent, it is worth exploring. Find what you love, then protect it. Give it time. Give it effort. Give it patience. Improve a little each day, 1%. 1 page, 1 practice session. 1 small step, and one day you will look back and realize the quiet path was the powerful one all along. Stay gentle. Keep rising,